Welcome to Chapter by Chapter. This is episode 3 from 2 Corinthians. In the first century church, it was common for traveling ministers to carry with them letters of recommendation. Paul's enemies tried to discredit his ministry by emphasizing that he didn't possess the proper papers. That the Corinthians were influenced by such logic ripped Paul's heart. The Corinthians were his credentials. They had received the gospel through his preaching. How could they snub the ministry through which they were saved for no other reason than a lack of paperwork? In 2 Corinthians chapter 3, Paul tells the Corinthians they are not only disciples, but documents of Christ. In the Old Covenant, God wrote his law on stone tablets. The law was the essence of God's intentions and desires for man. It contained a list of directions to get man to God. But when you write something down, you run the risk of losing it, misinterpreting it, or misunderstanding it. That's what happened to the written law. The law never changed, but over time, man's interpretations of the law no longer resembled its original intention. When God established a new covenant, he took no chances. This time, he wrote his desires not on stone tablets, but in the heart of man. Rather than giving man directions he might botch, God planted a homing device in his heart. Where the letter of the law left us alienated from God, now the Spirit brings us home. Through the Holy Spirit, we can gaze at the glory of God and be transformed into the image of Christ. There is power in that look. If you're enjoying chapter by chapter, we hope you'll make a comment below. Thanks for listening.